Hey, don't forget, it ain't the first 48 with 60 minutes.
Come with the king, best not miss. Even the score now, we need to score now. Back on that wall, when you hear that call, you know it's going down. We play from beginning to ending, you know how we finish. Turn to the bank, gotta handle our business. We need the ball, so it's time to go get it. Play with your heart when you hit, make it feel it. You know I'm with. You come to the bank and get out of line, we sending a blitz. Say who you with? You know I'm with. That purple and black, and when we attack, you know what it is.
You're now locked into Zone 32.
Hug your furry friends. They're the best. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Zone 32 podcast. Episode 170. Trippy will be on a little bit, but my name is Jake. His name is Drew. His name is Will. All right, let's get into it. I ain't saying what's up. So, all good things must come to an end, unfortunately, and so must the Ravens' win streak and winning record. The Bengals came to the bank and gave the Ravens a thorough beatdown. Defense played well for a while, but the offense turned the ball over, couldn't sustain drives, and they eventually broke. The Bengals beat the Ravens 32-14, and the Ravens are a 500 football team again. So, Drew, the offense managed 14 points against the worst scoring defense in the league. What in the actual fuck?
They abandoned the run. I mean, this is not like a, deep analytical take here, but like you stop running the ball in your fucking offense. It's really not that hard to figure out. Derrick Henry had 2 carries in the second quarter.
Zero.
Barely used
I think.
Yeah, barely used him. Rasheen Ali fucking outsnapped him. Keaton Mitchell got some things going and had, barely got any touches, barely got on the field. Like an absolute fucking shit show offensively. I don't even want to be too harsh on the defense because, our defense is not that good, clearly. It's not like, an all-time world-beating defense like we're used to having. And if you continue to give teams short fields, then they're going to score on our defense. It's just inevitable. You leave them out on the field for that long, you lose time of possession that battle that badly, and it's, just not going to end well. I don't think Joe Burrow played particularly well. He didn't play particularly bad either, but he was, whatever.
He made a couple solid throws.
Yeah, I mean, he was okay. He looked like a guy who hadn't played in, 10 weeks, which is what he was. So, it was the offense. The hot button debate online right now is, it's the Lamar narratives going around. And it's like, he wasn't good. I mean, I think that anybody with, half a brain could tell you that he didn't play well. Just 3 games in a row, he's had uncharacteristic turnovers and is missing throws that he should not miss. And the rest of our team suffers because of it. I mean, you have Zay fumbling. Isaiah Likely with that fucking fumble was ridiculous. I'm kind of with Yuri now of, let's not pay him because that shit's annoying. Zay had a fumble. Zay had a weird OPI called against him that took a touchdown off the board. I don't know. The whole thing just looked like a fucking mess. The offensive line is still not good. I know that they ended up taking Voorhees out and putting Emory Jones in. Fine, but Flaley's still there. Flaley's still there doing nothing, so you still have a weak link on the offensive line. It's just not. It didn't look good. It hasn't looked good in 3 weeks, and at some point they're gonna have to figure it out and snap out of it. I'm pretty confident in Lamar bouncing back. I think that he's banged up. He's not 100%. He's not doing well with figuring out whatever's wrong with his fucking leg or foot or whatever they keep putting him on the injury report for. It's clearly affecting his throwing. And at some point, he's going to have to figure it out. I have faith in him. I don't know if it's a Todd or a John thing of you abandoning the run up 7-3 was it just
made no sense.
It was just another one of those hardball moves that it's why do we do this? And then
abandoning the run at all is stupid considering how the team is built. And we were playing the 31st ranked run defense. Why is the entire game plan not to run the ball down their fucking throat all day long?
Yeah, and they were missing
Trey Hendrickson on top of that, so it's not they were down a run stuffer. I mean, they were down their best defensive player. So I don't know, we could talk this game to death. It was a fucking bad game. You get the takes online of it's the end of the world and this is who the Ravens really are and blah blah blah. I don't fucking know, man. They won 5 games in a row. They won a couple of them ugly. They won a couple of them well. You're just going to lose some games here and there. Shit happens. I'm not going to, declare the season dead because they lost to the Bengals on Thanksgiving. But, they can't keep doing that. You know what I mean? They gotta... Well, and
Pittsburgh is so fucking bad that we're still in the same position we were, where the next 2 games basically win the division. I mean, you
I
beat
mean,
Pittsburgh.
That was
You beat
always
Pittsburgh,
going to be it.
they're basically dead if you beat them. And then if you beat the Bengals, now the Bengals are 4-8. You beat them in 2 weeks, they have no shot. I mean, just mathematically, there's no chance they're going to win the division. So all you got to do is win the next two games, and you will win the AFC North. So we're still in a position to control our destiny here. But it's sad that they couldn't just fucking take care of business on Thanksgiving, and especially they did it in such fucking disappointing and ugly and lazy fashion to me. Lazy coaching, lazy play. Lamar looked disengaged. Zay is fucking around. Bateman looks like he's mad at everybody, even though he hasn't earned anything. Isaiah Likely, like you said, just being lazy with the ball. I can't complain about the defense at all. The offensive line play has been bad and was bad. I know you hate this. The referees were really bad, but that did not determine the game. I'm not blaming the refs, but
Agreed.
The side judge or whatever the fuck you call him. So I sit right where the Ravens tunnel is. So whoever the guy was playing deep and on that sideline made so many fucking bad calls. There was that horrible holding call against Kyle Hamilton that extended that first drive of theirs or the second drive of theirs. There's just there was a lot of really bad calls made. It doesn't matter.
That's a great example of it wasn't a horrific call. I've seen much worse calls in a football game, but it just seemed like anytime there was a borderline questionable engagement between 2 players, it was always getting called against them.
Yeah.
Is really what it was. Is instead of letting things go, they kept calling them against the Ravens. And
the offense, so the OPI on Zay, I don't think that's OPI, but then there was a touchdown scored by the Bengals where their tight end put 2 hands on the defender and pushed him. And again, a lot of times in the end zone that you're going to get away with that because it's 2 guys hand fighting in tight space, but 2 hands with the arms extended is OPI. 1 hand on the shoulder and then going and getting the ball, that never gets called, ever.
Well, and so there was a play
later in the game where DeAndre Hopkins clearly pushed off. You know what I mean? Very clearly extended the arm, and they didn't call it. And so, my issue is that you have 3 almost identical plays. Only one of them gets called, and it's one that takes the points off the board for the Ravens. So it's
right.
Whatever. I mean, again, if you fully extend the arm as a wide receiver, you are putting yourself in position to get called for OPI. Doesn't matter how legitimate it is. If you actually force separation with it, the referee's going to see a fully extended arm, and they may or may not throw a flag. And so you're opening yourself up to that. Whatever. Like you said, most of the time they let people get away with that. They didn't let Zay get away with it. Fine, but then you have to enforce that equally. You have to call Hopkins for that. You have to call, what was it, Drew Sample, I think, scored that touchdown?
Yeah, Drew Sample.
It was Tanner Hudson.
Oh, it's Tanner Hudson. Yeah. It was one of their two white tight ends. Yeah.
Yep.
There's 2 nondescript white ends.
Yeah.
Or white tight ends.
You have to
consistently enforce the rules if you're going to call them. Again, there was that ticky-tack hold on Kyle Hamilton. I
guess you could.
When you watch the replay of that, he very clearly, I think he grabbed his hip or his arm or something, while the guy was breaking out of a route. And it's fine, okay, you can call that, but then that probably happened 10 other times, on both teams. Both teams had defensive backs do the exact same thing.
It also was a fucking running play, dude. It had no impact on the play whatsoever.
Yeah, but
exactly. So I mean, again, if you're going to make that call as a ref, you have to consistently make that call. You can't just make it one time and be I'm calling it here, but I'm going to let it go every other time, because then it's not. If you're going to be bad, be consistent. Be bad for both teams. Don't just fucking pick and choose your spots. That's what's always bothered me about the ref shit. Is my problem? The refs always. I mean, you always have an issue. You can always find something the refs do wrong. But if
there's a reason why I call every official, every head ref in the NFL a cunt.
Yeah,
every single one.
If
you know their name, they're a cunt.
Yeah, and they're gonna fuck up calls. It's inevitable. It's human error, whatever. Fine, but I don't know. You just gotta enforce the game consistently. And it was kind of like the Ravens had shot themselves so many times, and the refs just stood over their dead bodies and poured salt in them. So it's whatever. It didn't help. It didn't really
cause any problems either. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to blame the refs because our offense.
I'm not blaming the refs, but I just for accountability purposes, the refs are really bad. They're really bad.
To me, I'm just so much more angry at our offense and our lack of production on the offensive side of the ball that like I don't even really care about them.
100%.
With so many other issues. Yeah,
that was the reason why we lost. It was turnovers and the offense shooting itself in the foot and taking turns playing like shit.
So the thing that Lamar, like I said, his body language was bad, and like that's something you don't typically see from him. But that's where the Zay OPI call, I think that was one of his best throws of the night, probably his best throw all night.
Yeah.
And it gets wiped off the board. The Isaiah Likely fumble. So like he made he threw 2 touchdowns that didn't count. And that's that can get in your head. So it's just a lot that like it kind of snowballs. So I'm not blaming the refs. I'm not blaming Likely necessarily. I mean, for everything, but shit like that. And it goes back to the Mark Andrews the Mark Andrews drop in the Buffalo playoff game. Like the things that are outside of his control that go wrong then lead to him doing shit that is within his control that goes wrong.
We have made this point a million times on the podcast. We compound mistakes. Like, you know, we don't just do one thing wrong. We do one thing wrong that turns into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it keeps going. And when you have I call John Harbaugh a CEO style head coach at this point. He's not calling plays on either side of the ball. You know, he's kind of there to like keep morale high. Like that's where you got to shine, John. That's where you got to step in and, kind of let the guys know, like, it's all right. Like, it's not the end of the world. I mean, again, you had that atrocious Lamar fumble where the Bengals ended up getting the ball on like the 5-yard line.
Right.
And, we come up with the goal line stand. So if you're John there, number one, you got to be hyping up your defense when they're running on the field to get that stop. But then you hype up the fucking offense too. And you're like, look, they fucking bailed you out. Let's go make it hurt. And we didn't go make it hurt.
Nope. Yeah. And then we get the ball back after half in a position to, basically take control of the game if we wanted to, or switch momentum or whatever, and go 3 and out. And this is my biggest complaint for the past few weeks, past month, has been the play calling. Run the fucking ball. Run the fucking ball. We have Derrick Henry. Use Lamar, the threat of Lamar, even if Lamar's hurt, use the threat of Lamar running the ball. Run the fucking ball. The entire world was sucking Buffalo's dick for running for 254 yards or something against Pittsburgh. We ran for 299 yards on 50 carries against Pittsburgh in the playoffs last year. We showed everybody how to beat Pittsburgh into the fucking ground last year, and then we just don't fucking do it. Why? The next week we came out and didn't do it. Why don't we fucking do that every week?
On top of not running the ball, like when we do run the ball, you put out these 3 wide receiver packages, you put Andrews blocking, like put Kohler on the field, put Ricard on the field, and just fucking tell everybody you're running the ball and say, stop me if you can.
Right. I mean, and they won't, because they can't.
Yeah. So just, just fucking do it. I know it's like, at this point, like I'm tired of, coming up with these theories of how to fix it. Just fucking do it. Enough already. I think Trippy's here. Yep.
Yeah, I got him.
So, I mean, it was a shit game.
What's going on?
We're just complaining about we're complaining about Thanksgiving. So if you have any thoughts you'd like to add.
There's a lot of thoughts I'd like to say. Run the fucking ball more. Stop playing soft.
Yep.
Like, y'all, I mean, they come out here and say they got a bad taste in their mouth, and y'all just like, all right, bad enough we started off 1-5. All right, we fucked up against the Bills. We in the driver's seat. I mean, we still kind of in the driver's seat, right? But at the same time, what the fuck is we doing, bro?
Right. Like,
don't speak about it, be about it.
And take away any confidence and any goodwill that 5-game win streak built up with a performance like that on Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving, yeah. And I'll tell you what, walking into the game, I had bad vibes. I don't know how you felt, Trippy. There were okay. I've gone to almost every home game this year, and my seats are in section up top, and I take the same escalator up every fucking time. This game, which was not, I mean, maybe it's sold out on paper. It was not fucking sold out. There were a lot of empty seats.
That shit wasn't sold out.
They had us fucking walking like we were like cattle or something, going through these fucking back and forth. It created this huge line where then people are cutting the line. Ravens fans fighting each other and shit because people are cutting the line. Just it was like bad vibes in the stadium. You're hurting a bunch of people who just spent the whole day eating like way too much food, drinking all day, spending time with family members they hate, and then you put them and you start corralling them into situations that they don't need to be in because, like I said, I've been to every fucking game and we walk right up to the escalator, go up. It takes 5 seconds. It took us 25 minutes to get. It took us 25 minutes to get from the gate to our seats. That never fucking happens. And they were yelling at people on the escalators, one at a time. Don't walk on the escalator. Like, what are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here. Go do something. Yeah, the red shirts. It was crazy. It was insane. So the whole vibe in the stadium before the game just sucked. And then the fucking weather stunk. It was cold as shit. So, like, the team coming out and just kind of putting out the exact same energy that I was getting from every single person I was seeing, in the stands and in the concourse. It was just not a good situation at all. From before kickoff, it was weird.
I mean, I'm kind of like, I don't want to say I'm over it, but like we're on to Pittsburgh because, as we said, we're still in the driver's seat for the AFC North. Like, you just take care of business against Pittsburgh and it's your division to win. Yep. You can, bank on a home wild card game against, I would say probably the Chargers at this point. Maybe you're going to get the Bills or maybe you're going to get the Chiefs. I'm not sure, but like you're going to get a home playoff game. Like, just fucking take care of business. I don't really care what the end record is at the end of the year. You can go 10-7, you can go 11-6, you can go fucking 9-8 for all I care. Just get to the playoffs at this point.
Get to the dance, right?
Win your division games.
It's not a great year to be a division winner who's not the 1 seed because the wild card teams are the ones you got to watch out for, in my opinion.
Yeah, but see, that's like kind of speaks to the AFC's wide open, so you just got to get to the dance. At this point, like, it's not about what seed we are and what the match is. Just fucking get there. Enough of the dicking around, enough of the fucking losing games you shouldn't lose. Like, we've done that already. That's past us. You know what I mean? Like, we're 6-6 now. Fresh start. Fucking win out, close the year out, get to the fucking playoffs, and then do some damage there.
Yeah, and we're not ducking anybody. Like, I guess, like, it's probably, and I think everybody probably has the same opinion about us that we have about Kansas City, Buffalo. Like, I don't really care that Kansas City's 6-6 right now, or Buffalo is not looking all that impressive. I mean, I guess they looked more impressive last week, but again, it's against Pittsburgh. I think they probably see us the same way. This team is capable of playing a lot better than they've been playing. And it's one of those teams that you don't want to see get hot in January. And there's a couple of them out there. The teams that don't scare me, the Chargers, I'm not fucking scared of the Chargers. But the Chiefs and the Bills, if they make it in, they're just as dangerous as they've been any other year.
Right. I mean, but that's, once you get to the playoffs, it's just one game at a time, win. It doesn't matter who you're matched up against. Like, talent-wise, we should match up with everybody. So,
right.
No excuses, no more bullshit. Just fucking do your jobs. Mm-hmm. I hate saying that because it's stealing from, a team up here that's fucking number 1 seed, weirdly. But, do your job. Like, that was the Belichick saying for a while. Just fucking do what you're supposed to do. None of this getting cute shit. None of this playing soft shit. None of this fucking turning the ball over. Hold on to the fucking ball. Run the ball. Don't call stupid fucking creative plays. Just keep it simple and win. It's that's it. There's no more of this, fucking nonsense.
We got to get back to Ravens December football. That's what we got to play. Ravens December football.
I mean, maybe this is kicking a dead horse while it's down, but like, start giving DeAndre Hopkins Rashad Bateman's.
Yes.
Start giving Tez Walker Rashad Bateman's.
Yes.
Like, I've had enough of him. On
Tez Walker makes plays usually.
He does
do it,
and he blocks.
The problem with Bateman is that, like, he's just a fucking ghost. He doesn't exist in the offense. And, like, it's because, and then you get our pal Spencer. I bit my tongue and didn't say anything, but he tweeted, like, he's like, Bateman was open all night. He wasn't open all night. He was not. He was open after plays had already finished. You know what I mean? After Lamar
that's
had
always
already
been what that's when he's open. Because, like, everybody wants to say, oh, he was open here. Well, okay, do you know the fucking route progression? Do you know the reads? No, you do not. So the fact he's open doesn't mean the ball should have gone to him when he was open.
No, and again, if Lamar is waiting on him to open up on those routes, like, he's probably going to be covered. Like the reason why the safety backs off and he beats him is because Lamar is looking at the opposite side of the field. You know,
And because Lamar gets no time to he doesn't get a clean pocket. He gets no time to throw the ball. He's running for his fucking life. His offensive line stinks. So if Bateman is the second read and it's taking him, 3 seconds, 4 seconds to get his route and get open, well, then that does nobody any good.
And his body language is always fucking dog shit.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
he just he's one of those guys like you look at on the field and it's like he acts like he's prime Randy Moss, like he's gone for 4 catches, 200 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and like we're not throwing him the ball. But the reality is, he does nothing. So I don't know. I'm tired of him. I'm ready to move on from him. I've been ready to move on from him. Mark Andrews, same fucking thing. Like you're throwing hissy fits on the sideline about passes not going to you. Like, hey bud, you've had a drop problem your entire career.
Right.
I hate to break it to you, but like you're not that guy. You can't be demanding the ball anymore because you don't fucking catch it when it's thrown to you.
Charlie Kohler should get a lot more of Mark Andrews snaps.
I mean,
in my opinion.
Zay Flowers, like again, top 10 in yards and catches and all that shit. Barely gets in the end zone and makes a lot of boneheaded plays with the ball in his hand. So, clean that shit up. Stop doing that. Stop with the fucking back jukes. Stop with the, you catch a 3-yard pass, you run 2 yards backwards, you run 4 yards forward. Like, just catch the ball, go forward. Enough. Like, enough of the dumb shit.
You know what the problem is with the team? Well, the team and the fan base, right? You got certain I don't give a fuck, but you got certain fan bases. You know how it is, like, who's wide receiver one, this and that. You know what I mean? Who's the best offensive line? You get what I'm saying? But it's like, at the end of the day, it don't matter who out there. They should go out there and produce. You feel me? Like,
okay, so if you're Rashad Bateman, right, and you have this fucking very high opinion of yourself, because he does. He carries himself like he's a fucking elite wide receiver, with the attitude and the diva shit and all that. If you feel that way about yourself, just fucking prove it. Enough of the, fucking whining and bullshit. Like, just fucking show up on the field.
And then you'll have fans arguing, like, I said the same thing too after my man did a video. Shout out my man Benky. I said, man, get rid of Bateman and Marlon Humphrey. It's not that I don't like him. I just feel like Bateman too soft, bro. Like,
I don't like Rashad Bateman because I have always hated wide receivers like him who have.
I always was sticking up for him, but it's like,
yeah, you were, and Will and I were.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Once
Once he blocked me on my new Twitter page, bro, and I've been on my chill shit, that just made me like say fuck him for real, because that's some soft shit.
He won't block me. I don't really know why.
Yeah, but I said that too. I was gonna say that you ain't blocked Drew or Will. I ain't mean to try to throw y'all under the bus, but you feel me? It's like the fuck. But that's how motherfuckers is. And plus, I mean, if some Raven fans feel like we're not giving him the ball enough, he that talented. Fuck it, go somewhere else. I mean, I think I told y'all this.
And so we have that argument of well, go somewhere else. Like, they've tried to trade him multiple times. The fucking Cowboys were going to trade for him in the offseason, and then they went and got George Pickens because they thought George Pickens was better than Rashad Bateman.
Well, no shit he is, yeah.
But I'm saying we couldn't get rid of him, and nobody wants him. His value is nothing because everybody sees what he is. He's a wide receiver.
You know what he's got? You know what he's
4.
got written all over him? Tennessee Titan. That's where I see him.
Sure,
Tennessee Titan.
Go there.
I see Las Vegas Raider.
And then the thing is, he's a
zone wide receiver for sure.
Even when he get in his zone, there he go dropping the ball again. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of gave up on the motherfucker when he gave up on that route with Cooper Rush was playing. That he gonna say he thought, like, bro, like, no, that was like one of the.
Oh, I mean, you could just say that time he gave up on the route. Like, he gives up on 2 or 3 routes every fucking game. He just
man, he's open all the time.
Yeah, he's open, and then he quits on the ball, and then he doesn't catch it, and then he's like, oh, I didn't know I was just throwing it. Every fucking time somebody runs the wrong route, it's him. It's just like Marlon Humphrey on defense. Every time somebody gets fucked up and turned around in zone coverage, it's fucking Marlon. It's every goddamn time somebody gets beat in zone coverage because Marlon doesn't understand how to play a fucking flat.
Oh, he was an all-pro last year. I don't give a fuck about last year.
Again, if you make Marlon play in the slot and have him only play man coverage, he's a very good cornerback. When you put him outside and expect him to figure out the difference between a cover 2 and a cover 3 and what route he's supposed to carry and what route he's supposed to pass off and, just like general game feel and zone coverage, he looks like fucking Helen Keller out there. He's in year 9 at this point. He has no fucking idea how to play zone. Like, none. It's embarrassing, to be honest.
And
You're a
that's another.
professional football player.
Isn't
You
he the
can't figure out how
lowest
to-
graded? Isn't he the lowest graded quarterback in coverage?
Mhm.
So it's with
Yeah,
a
out of
minimum
82.
of like 40 coverage snaps or something like that. Number 83 is him. Number 82 is Jalen Armour Davis, and tied for 81 is like Caillou Blue Kelly and somebody else. So you got
Greg
three
Newton.
former, you got a current Raven and two former Ravens draft picks that are like the worst graded corners in the NFL. I mean, that's bad. Like I don't put a ton of faith into PFF grades, but like that's not good. You can't be ranked last as Marlon Humphrey. You're a top paid corner in the NFL. Act like.
Well,
Yeah,
having
and I hate.
offensive line grades and not having Falele and Voorhees dead last.
Well, and that's
I hate-
it. So I figured out the Falele hack with PFF is that there are times where it's clearly his fault a guy gets through, but because he's so out of position and just like standing in space, he doesn't get pegged with the the pressure allowed because somebody just walked right past him and then they end up like bouncing off a Rosengart or bouncing off a Linderbaum and they get fucking tagged with that pressure. So I'm sick of Falele. I said it a million times on Twitter. Like, I understand the logic of drafting Daniel Falele. He's a 6'8", 400-pound guy who can move great for his size. And so
And they wanted
you
him to
see
play
that,
tackle originally.
right?
He
But you
couldn't
see
do
that
it.
you see that as a coach, and
This is
I haven't.
funny. There he goes. There he goes.
Oh, hello.
He was like, no, we can hear.
Yeah,
we
your
can hear
camera
you the
was
whole
like
time.
your
We can
audio was
hear
coming
you the
through,
whole
but you're
time.
just
Yeah, you're like that meme. My man froze.
Yep.
Yeah, my man froze.
It's been like that for 40 minutes.
I get the allure of Daniel Falele. I get why a coach thinks that they can turn him into some fucking great player because you can't teach somebody to be 6'8", 400 pounds. Like it's a physical freak gift that you can't teach. But like, give up already, John. And then John comes out this week in his fucking press conference. He's like, "Well, I don't want to cross train Emory Jones in two positions." Fucking fine, whatever. He's a rookie. He missed a ton of time. You want him to just focus on left guard?
Bro,
Cool. You got rid of Voorhees.
I'm sick. My bad. I'm sick of hardball, bro. Like, is it just me, bro? Like, oh yeah, I agree with the fans. We need to run the ball more, bro. You the head coach, bro. As the head coach,
you can literally tell, hey, Todd,
exactly.
please
Like,
run the ball more. I would
why
like
you
to
keep
see
trying
more
to
run
throw Todd
plays.
under the bus? And I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna sit up here and blame Todd on everything because it's like,
No.
if the lineman not blocking, if the player's not executing, let's be real. Let's be real. Like, this was the worst game I ever saw Lamar play since his rookie year.
It was pretty
Yeah,
bad.
You know what I mean?
He looked like
that-
2018
I never
Lamar.
Four interception game against Cleveland on like Sunday Night Football a couple years ago.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
that
never
one was
saw him
really bad.
overthrow people like that. I mean, yeah, like that's why I said it's a whole team thing. You got wide receivers dropping the ball. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, the fact.
The difference between Todd and Harbaugh is that if say I'm a reporter and I question Todd on a specific play call in a specific situation, he'd be like, "Yeah, that was the wrong play call. Like, I fucked up," and he won't do it again. That's the thing with him is that if like, he'll hold himself accountable, but he'll also learn from his mistakes for the most part. I still think that he gets a little too cute around the goal line and tries to do a little bit too much when the situation doesn't call for it. But like, my complaints with Todd are kind of like, I let him live. You know what I mean? He is not the best play caller in the world, but he shows, I don't know if ability to adapt is the right word, but like he's
This
willing
week
to
was
take change.
egregious to me. I mean, I would agree with you in general. This week, 38 dropbacks against the 31st ranked run defense is an egregious, that's a horrible play calling. Terrible.
It is.
It's why we complained about fucking Roman. It's exactly what we complained about with Roman.
Do you think that that's got to be John then? I mean, that's
Yes.
the
I don't
And
know,
I
man.
say that, so
it's a problem that persists across multiple offensive coordinators. It's something. It's for some reason in John's mind, like, we get down, the game doesn't start going the way that we script it, and they fucking panic and they do stupid shit. And it's always been a John, MO, and it's like,
you
I
can even
have
go
a
as
hard
far
time-
back as
Right,
2011.
that's right.
He did
Right,
that
that's what I
against
was
the
about to say
Seahawks.
because it's like,
Like, before they were the Legion of Boom. Like,
Todd's never going to say that. Todd's never going to be like, that was a John call, because that's just not
No.
who he is, and that's not how he operates.
38 dropbacks is insane.
It's bad. You're right. You're dead right. Like, it's not good. Like, we can't do that.
It reminds me of the fucking AFC Championship game. It was that exact thing. It's like, what are you doing, dude? What the fuck are you doing?
Titans playoff game that, again, Lamar threw the ball like 50 times. Like, it's just, it doesn't work. You can't do that. That's not our game. You take away Lamar Jackson's most effective weapon is that if you make teams guard against the run and you make them respect the run, you're taking one guy out of coverage and he's going to figure out who's open and he's going to make that throw.
His
And so
two
if you-
best seasons are 2019 and last year.
Yeah.
And those were the 2 years where the offense was the most balanced. Balanced offense is how Lamar Jackson dominates defense. You balance the fucking play calling.
On top of them being balanced, it was also they had the ability to run and pass out of the same sets. So that you had the ability to come out in, whether it was 21 or 31, whatever fucking personnel, 22, whatever the fuck they were using at that point. Like, they could come out and they could call a run play that's going to pick up 15 yards. They could call pass plays at will. And they could do it whenever the fuck they felt like it. And that's when they're at their best, is that, like, you kind of have to have the defense respect both. And for whatever reason this year, I mean, our offensive line is bad. Fine, I get it. But, like, the offensive line being bad doesn't affect the run-pass mix, because the offensive line is just as bad at pass blocking as is at run blocking. So
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, we could talk for 6 hours about just the fucking how bad this offensive line is and how it's totally fucked with me. But I don't know. I'm willing to just say fuck it, we lost. It's over. On to Pittsburgh. Not like it's done. It's done. We lost.
Now
Lamar played bad.
Okay. Yes. Now that being said, run the fucking ball. We just saw Buffalo run the ball down Pittsburgh's throat with two. So obviously Cook is really good, but Ray Davis had like 30 yards of rushing coming into the fucking game, and he was running it down their goddamn throat too.
He's tough. In Kentucky, he is tough.
Derek Harmon's out for Pittsburgh too. They already rolled him out. So
Yes, he
that's
is.
It's another guy on their defensive line that's missing. It's going to make their defensive line that much worse. Like, you gotta establish the run, and you can't.
Right, but with that, I mean, you right about that, but let's be real. The way how the Ravens been playing lately, you really think the Ravens really going to dominate? I don't know.
No, I don't think they are, but that's how they need to do it if they're going to try to.
You have two ways to fix this offense. You either have to come out and establish the run and make the opposing defense put 8 guys in the box. You let Lamar, throw against man coverage, essentially, or one-on-one coverage on the outside, or you get Lamar in a rhythm. And that doesn't mean that you call 3 screen passes. You get him in a decent rhythm. So you dial up some plays, some short 5-yard passes, some intermediate 10 to 15-yard passes, and then maybe a couple deep shots. You let him feel comfortable, and you kind of roll that way. Or again, you establish the run and you let him throw against a stacked box, because he's going to get light coverage on the outside. And those are your two options. It's not rocket science. I'm not breaking some news here. I'm not coming out with some amazing scheme that nobody's ever thought of before. But don't talk about it. Just do it. Enough talk. The time for talk was before the year. You're now 12 games into the season. Let's just fucking execute for once.
And all we need to do is win the next 2 fucking games. That's all we got to do.
I'd say 3 of 5. Win both the division games.
All I'm saying is
3.
Win the 2 games. The Patriots game would be a great win to get coming off the 2 wins. And then the last 2 games, I mean, it is whatever happens. But you win these 2 games. That's what you really got to focus on, is winning.
No, you could. No, you probably could have said that if we would have beat the Bengals this week.
Yeah, I would say.
I ain't gonna lie, that last
sweep
game
Pittsburgh and sweep Pittsburgh and split with Cincinnati.
Yeah, because
that's the division. We won with 9 and 8, and then we're good.
When you beat the Patriots, that's a big confidence boost.
That would be huge.
It is.
I don't think you beat the Patriots unless you win these 2 games. Just from a momentum standpoint, and the Patriots are playing great, and they're going to come in and they're not going to be intimidated. Obviously, the weather's not going to be a factor for that.
They're really not playing that great. Is the other thing.
They're just playing consistent. They're just doing. They're executing.
What they're supposed to do.
Yeah, they're just executing.
But they don't have the talent that we have, and so you need to take advantage of that. You can't get out coached by Mike Vrabel at home. It just can't happen. You can't let that kind of shit happen.
But in order to go to have them come to town and to beat the number 1 seed that's doing everything right, we need to this week handle our business. Next week, handle our business against division rivals, against teams that we can basically put out of their fucking misery. That's what needs to happen.
Exactly. It doesn't matter how ugly it is. I don't care if we win fucking 3-0 on Sunday. Just win at all costs. That's where I'm at this point. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care how many yards Lamar gets. I don't care how many touchdowns, fucking Derrick Henry scores. I don't care about how many rushing yards we have. I don't give a fuck about who
Run
has
the
the
fucking
most
ball
catches.
50 times.
Just-
Run the
right.
ball 50 times.
And if you're running the ball
And don't
50
get
times,
discouraged if the run game isn't effective early. He's 250 fucking pounds. They're not going to want to tackle him when it's cold and in the fourth quarter.
that's part of what Derrick Henry does best is that he gets better as the game goes on.
Yep.
That 3-yard carry that you have in the first quarter where he fucking bounces off of every defender and bangs them up a little bit, like that's where that's where he strives. That's where he excels. That's what he does well. Is he just keeps doing that, keeps wearing guys down, and eventually he's gonna break one. So just keep giving him the fucking ball. And again, if Patrick Ricard only plays 90% of the fucking snaps going forward, I'm going to fucking kill somebody.
The magic number with Derrick Henry.
I told him that, bro. I said, when you in the red zone, bro, you should be in the, what's the name? He was just shaking his head. I'm going to send you the video, bro, because that shit don't make no sense, bro.
Right.
The magic number for Derrick Henry is 18 carries. You give him 18 or more carries, he will get you 80 or more yards. He'll probably score a touchdown. That's what you got to do. You got to give him 18 carries. You should probably give him more than 20 carries, and you should probably get him more than 20 touches one way or another. He's been good as a pass catcher, too. He's caught the ball a couple times and turned it into yards. So also, make sure you're getting the fucking ball in his hands and get the ball in Keaton Mitchell's hands. God damn it.
And why is it Rasheen Ali in his passing situations as our pass protection back? Because he was on the field for more snaps than any other running back, and I think he only had one carry. So, like, you knew when he lined up back there that I was there to pass block. Just put Ricard back there. You know what I mean?
Derrick Henry is fucking huge and can block. Just use him as a fucking blocker, too. What are we doing? Rasheen Ali, get the fuck out of here.
So Jake is asking, a different Jake is asking what our record for the last 5 games is. Honestly, they have to win.
They have to win this week, otherwise I say they're
the Steelers game. Yeah, I mean, so they could go 2-3 for all I fucking care and still make the playoffs. I mean, I don't know how likely that is.
Bro, we lose this week, bro. We fuck.
Oh yeah,
agreed.
Absolutely,
100%.
Season's over if we lose this week.
I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? Another reason why I'm really mad that we lost to the Bengals, bro. They didn't even have T. Higgins, bro. T. Higgins coming back next week. Game.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Probably Dre Hendrickson too, right?
Yeah, if Nate Wiggins don't play this week or next week, we're in trouble.
Yeah, shout out Nate Wiggins. Again, thank you for doing what
CB1
can't do. Yeah, definitely CB1. Fuck Marlon.
I've been saying that, man. Yeah, fuck Marlo.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of just fucking had it with him. It was there was a play he was playing cover 2 and Chase beat him on the sideline, and like I just watched it and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, Marlon? Like what? Like why? It drives me up a fucking wall. He cannot figure out how to play zone coverage.
You get my message, Will? If that motherfucker get one more PRA, man, cash it. Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. I know people be saying I'm a super fan, but I gotta keep this shit real, man. This ain't the type of Ravens football I was thinking about this year. And let's be real, right? The Ravens ain't been the same since the first 3 quarters in Buffalo. Can we be honest? Well, the offense. I ain't see the offense dominate. And ever since that,
I feel like we've put too much, like that's like too much of a like an online narrative that game somehow broke them. Like
no. Hold up, Drew. I ain't saying it broke us. What I'm saying is I didn't see the offense dominate like out of all the rest of these games. Like we going into week 14, what
41
15
points up the next week on the Browns. So like
I mean, yeah, but bro, that's the Browns, bro. But after that, we had like a setback.
Browns have a good defense, but
they were very good.
Yeah, but it was
just to me, like I feel like that this Ravens team is poorly coached and soft. And like that's what you've seen all year is that they're soft. They don't play Ravens style football, and they just seem like incapable of getting out of their own way. I don't know why. I don't really understand it. I have no other choice but to blame John because I don't know who else to blame in this issue.
I mean, if he's a CEO, if a company is performing poorly, the CEO
captain goes down with the ship.
Blame. Right?
100%.
I mean, again, Jake asked it. Has Harbaugh hasn't had it for 6-7 years at this. Like he's just been being carried by Lamar. Like at some point, you just got to stop this shit.
Hey, another thing. And I love when former players come out and they so passionate about their team. Like I just saw a little podcast snip with what's his name? James Harrison.
Debo and Joe.
Yeah,
I
like
know that
bro,
podcast.
like what he was saying about Mike Thompson, like don't get me wrong, like I don't like saying nobody use their job, but after a while it gets stale. It's just like us working a regular job. If we don't do our job after a while, it's time for a change. And I mean I be talking to some players personal, like they never I mean they always rotting with hardball, so I guess he is a good, leader of men, but it's just like when one of them players gonna come out and really speak what's going on, because like this not Ravens football to me, y'all. I'm sorry, it's
No,
not. Like
no, I agree.
It's to me, it's between. Is it Harbaugh's culture is building these, soft players or promoting these soft players that like don't play Raven style football, or has John gone so? Like I don't know which it is. I don't know if it's the guys on the field or if it's the coach. I mean, some of it does come down to
I would
execution.
argue
like,
this, Drew. Everybody has an expiration date, even the
yes,
all-timers. Like Chuck
go.
Noll, at the end of his career, he's like, I think I was watching his Football Life a long time ago, and his last year in the league, they're like, he basically told his wife, the team's ready to go win the Super Bowl, but I'm not the coach to do it. I got to retire. Everyone has an expiration
he
date.
had the self-awareness. Like John is
Yes.
so fucking stubborn. He does not have the ability to admit his own faults.
No, he's a prideful asshole. That's what it is.
Which is fine. Again, like you can be as confident in yourself as you want, but like the results are not there, and we lose the same way over and over again. Like at some point, it's got to change.
And let me say, my bad. Go ahead.
Honestly, he's Marty Schottenheimer with the Super Bowl ring.
Right.
Decent enough to get you there, not good enough to get it done.
And another thing, Drew, like I love Lamar.
How come every time Trippy's about to make some fucking baller ass point, his internet goes out?
Get shit done.
Right, that's some bullshit.
Every goddamn time. I'm like ready. Yeah, I can hear you now, but I'm like ready for the fucking speech. I'm ready to get
my bad. I think it's every time I move. But look, what I was gonna say was like I love Lamar to death, right? But it hurts my soul when he's not out there. Like we can't get shit done. If you get what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like
he's also
it's like they can't operate without him. Like
I think
he's not
I think people take a lot of Lamar's body language and like lack of he's not fiery. He's not a guy who's screaming and getting in guys' face. And I think people take that as like he's not checked in and he's, like panicking. But it's because he doesn't know how to make guys do their job. I think it's really the problem. Is that he can't get in Daniel Flaley's face and be like, block this fucking guy, because no matter what he says, he's not going to be able to block the guy. And so he feels like defeated. And he doesn't know what to do, and he's got to put on the cape and win every game for us. And it's like you put him in a shit spot every time. Again, there's been a lot of online talk about him the last couple of days of, is he overrated? Is he this? Is he that? And it's like, just chill the fuck out and let the guy play football. Like at some point, like he's going to be Lamar Jackson. We have not seen the last of, MVP caliber Lamar Jackson. So
he was playing MVP caliber football through the game after he came back from getting hurt.
Yeah.
That 5-game stretch. And then you add that on to what he did last season. It was like the most historically great stretch of football QB play in the history of the NFL. It's 55 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 136.6 QB rating or something like that. Crazy numbers that just don't make sense. So whatever happened after that, obviously he got dinged up, the play calling changed, the offensive. And so I think there's doubt in his mind, like whatever the injury is, it's something that's compounded by the fact that he knows he doesn't have any time to throw the ball, and he doesn't have the same, explosiveness as when he's being rushed, when he's being blitzed. So there's a bunch of factors going into it.
Yeah, I mean, people forget that he missed time in training camp because Flaley stepped on his foot. And I'm sure that was way more serious than they ever let on to. Like, no beat writer will touch that. Will say that it was Flaley that stepped on his foot. It was 100% Flaley. There's nobody else that everybody would cover for like that. So he's been fucking banged up all year, and he doesn't run the ball the same way that he used to. And nor should he. I don't want my quarterback out there taking unnecessary hits. I just want to move the ball on offense. You have Derrick Henry. You signed Derrick Henry so that Lamar doesn't have it.
Who is this Jake guy who's spamming the fucking comments?
He's one of mine. So,
He needs to take a fucking Zanny or something, man. Dude needs to chill out. What the fuck?
He's just, he's
I'm
being,
on the Zanny bars, not the
he's being
Zanny.
engaged with the chat. The problem is that, he's a Bills fan. I was just so that was that.
Fuck the
That's the
fake
biggest.
birds.
Hey, I ain't
That's
gonna
the
lie.
biggest knock on Jake.
The way how the Ravens
Nobody
been
likes fake
playing,
birds.
shit, I need some Zannies, man. I just need to forget about all this. It's like,
So-
no, I'm fucking with it.
Just to get into it, it is Steelers week. We touched on it some. We gave keys to the game, so I think there's only really a couple things left to do. Boys, let's give some score predictions and some uniform combinations and a bold prediction from each of you. So, Drew, you go first.
Uniforms, I'm going to go purple top, black pants. I don't think they'll go purple white again. I think that they just did that too recently, so I think you're going to see the black. Maybe we go light purple pants, like Trippy's going to say, but I think we're going to go purple black. Because I have a large wager riding on this, I think the Ravens are going to win 40-21. Bold prediction: DeAndre Hopkins 2 touchdown catches.
All right, Trippy, what you got next? Give the good vibes.
I mean, I
Give the
feel
good
like,
vibes.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Drew, man. Shout out to the Leo gang. Purple tops, black bottom. Hold up, what you say again? Black tops, purple
I
bottom.
said
He said
purple top, black pants.
Yes.
Yeah, that. And
There we go.
Damn it.
I'm like ready. I'm ready to run through a fucking wall because Trippy's giving me some kind of fucking pop-up speech. And then he goes,
Motherfuckers.
no,
Yeah,
my
just
bad.
goes-
Somebody was calling me. My bad. Hold up. Let me
That's
finish.
all good.
Yeah, that. And then what was the other question? Dang, that shit threw me off. Fuck.
Score,
My bad.
score prediction.
Oh, my score
bold
prediction. I ain't gonna give out no off the wall shit. I'm gonna just say like Ravens 24, Steelers 15. My bold prediction: D-Hop have 2 touchdowns this week.
Okay, you're riding with Drew.
Prediction is good. Okay.
That's totally fine.
I feel like when I go with Drew, shit gonna happen. So yeah. But hold on, I'll be right back. Let me make this phone call.
You good.
Yeah.
Will, I'll save you for last. I'll go. I'm leaning 24-10. Steelers offense is broken. Run the fucking ball. Their front is weak, and we've exploited it in the past. But my bold prediction, Mike Green, it's a Mike Green breakout game. He's got 2 sacks going up against Roderick Jones. Actually, no. Yeah, 2 sacks.
I like it.
Purple
Didn't you
top,
predict
purple
that?
jerseys, black
I
pants.
feel like somebody predicted that
Last week.
I
You
did.
said the same thing. Okay. Did you say purple jerseys, black pants?
Today, yeah. Today is purple jerseys, black pants.
Yeah, and
So
then I had a
I feel like
Green,
in the
breakout last
yeah,
week.
he had that last week. I'm gonna ride it this week because Roderick Jones kind of sucks at his job, and kind of is an understatement.
All right. I'm gonna flip what you guys. I think I said this last week, so I'm just gonna ride the same pick. Black jerseys, purple pants. I think it's my favorite of all the combinations. Personally,
I think that's
100%.
what we wear for the Patriots game, so that's why I didn't pick it this week.
I think they're gonna go blackout.
It depends if the game gets flexed to 8 or not.
It will.
Yeah.
That'll get announced tomorrow.
Well,
if it will, so.
The
Okay.
interesting thing is Packers Bears is that same game. Is that same week?
No, Packers Bears is on Saturday. That got flexed to 8 o'clock on Saturday.
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
I didn't
but
see that.
Right now, the 8 o'clock game on
Oh.
Sunday is the Dolphins and the Bengals, which I just can't imagine.
That's not going to stay. No fucking way.
Yeah.
But it's
Oh,
And
yeah,
I'm gonna okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go. So black jerseys, purple pants. So I'm the only one not picking purple jerseys, black pants. I'm gonna go 31-13 on the score, and I'm gonna run back my bold prediction. Keaton Mitchell 2 touchdowns. I think last week, if they had fucking just not lost their minds with the play calling, Keaton Mitchell would have scored 2 touchdowns last week.
very, very possible.
Agreed. He was halfway there.
I don't know, man. Just we got to win. Like there's no more room for you. You've used up all your lifelines here. Your back's against the wall. Like just fucking come out and win.
100%.
Enough. Like just can't lose.
Will, any final thoughts from you?
Run the fucking ball.
Damn right. So before I do that, that's going to do it for us.
Trippy says
Got
run the
it,
ball
got it.
too. I'm sure.
Damn right.
He's on the phone.
Gonna try to go full Tupac over here. So
On Todd right now. Tell him to call 50 run plays.
So, fuck Aaron Rodgers, fuck Mike Tomlin, fuck DK Metcalf, fuck the Rooney family, fuck the Steelers as an organization, fuck all the philanthropic acts because they're still scumbag pieces of shit for owning the fucking Yins. The Yins can go fuck themselves, and go fuck their sisters just like Bengals fans do. Everything within that fucking region. Fuck them. Fuck the Steelers.
Brief injection here. Will Celtics won.
There you
I'm
go.
watching it. I'm watching it end right now. Banner
Yeah,
19 incoming.
17.
Well, there it
There we
is. So, that's going to do it for this week. We'll be back to discuss this, that, and the other and recap what happens. But meanwhile, it's time for me to die.
Did he fart?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask. Did he fart before he fucking died?
Zone 32.